Well, you'll just have to find a way to change her mind.
Have you figured out what's wrong with the time circuits?
Not sure. Possibly. It seems to me to be a simple wiring issue, but I'm double-checking to make sure. All the basic equipment appears to be functional. Even so, I'm worried about letting it out of my sight while it's still behaving unpredictably.
Any chance I could borrow the DeLorean? I want to drop in on young you at the lab.
Well, I don't know. The time circuits...
Listen, I promise I won't take it to 88.
Tell you what, I'll take it on a test drive 1 minute into the past. If it passes the test, I'll let you borrow it. Not till I finish running these tests. Perhaps an electric commuter train.
I'm having trouble finding another set of wheels. You sure I can't? This is 1931, remember?
Oh, right. Well, I'm sure you'll find something. Good. Then you can visit my younger self. He could use a good talking to right about now.
I found a set of wheels.
I'll keep her occupied till you get back. Damn!
Any idea what your teenage self is doing right now?
Unless I miss my guess, he's in the garage frantically working on his latest invention and cursing because he can't quite get it to work.
Dad never told me about a Hill Valley Expo.
It was Mayor Thomas's idea. He had visions of Hill Valley becoming a magnet for big investors in the technology sector. But the venture folded after the third year when the influenza exhibit leaked into the concession stand.
Oh, so the expo wasn't very successful?
Not for Hill Valley, but it was very successful for Edna and me. If I may be immodest, our exhibit that first year was the hit of the festival. It was responsible for launching our career in social engineering.
That we're here to prevent.
Huh? Oh, right.
Hey, Doc. Mr. Sagan.
Excuse me a moment, Miss Strickland. I've got her neutralized for the moment. How's the plan proceeding on your end?
I need to talk to you.
Excuse me, my dear.
Not at all, Mr. Sagan. Take your time.
Much obliged, Miss Strickland. Yes?
Hey, Carl.
I'm sorry, Miss Strickland.
Call me Edna.
About that gizmo you've got hooked up to the DeLorean?
The chronometric analyzer?
Yeah, the light's gone green.
Wonderful. If the systems check out, I should be able to take it for another test run. I've got to run a short errand, Miss Strickland. I suggest you think about what I've been saying.
Oh, I will.
Your chronometer's gone green again.
Excellent. Let's hope this time my test run is a success. I'm sorry to desert you again.
Yes, well, you've left me with plenty to think about.
Time for another test run. Miss Strickland?
Go. I shall await your return.
Yeah, the light's still red.
The analysis can take a while. Be sure to let me know when the light turns green, and I'll take her out for another test run.
Yeah, what am I supposed to look for again?
A signal that it's done evaluating the time circuits. Don't worry, she's not going anywhere right now.
That's good, but...
I've forgotten how damn sure of herself she used to be.
Used to be.
She's got convictions, I'll give her that.
Sure, but...
Damn exasperating woman. And yet...
Here's what I want to know. Have you found out anything that can help me?
Only that she's stubborn, argumentative, and completely convinced of her own moral superiority.
Great, thanks, Doc. That really helps. What are you two talking about anyway?
It's a private matter. I promised I'd keep it between us. For the present.
She isn't starting to get under your skin, is she?
Heavens, no. The memory of her older self wheeling me into the reconditioning chamber is just too strong. The younger version is decidedly more attractive, though.
On another subject.
Less distasteful, I hope. Don't worry about that. Emmett Brown has sworn off women.
Not forever, I hope.
Right.
You sure she isn't starting to get to you?
She's got a strong will. I always admired that in a woman.
Strong will nothing. She tried to erase your brain, Doc. Is it true that you only had eyes for Edna?
At that time, I'm afraid so. I always tended to idealize the opposite sex. I was educated in a boys' school, and Jules Verne was always a little sketchy with female characters.
We haven't got time for a therapy session, Doc. Edna made a point of saying that teenage you looked great in her grandfather's suit.
I did cut a fine figure in that suit. She hated it when I got it dirty.
Maybe I could talk teenage you into losing the suit.
I doubt it. I knew how much that suit meant to Edna, and at that time my only desire was to please her.
I swiped this from Emmett's, your lab. It's a...
My anti-stick, anti-stain formula. I remember it well. I had high hopes for that concoction, until I discovered that it decays into a cloth-shredding enzyme after 12 hours.
Horrible news, Doc. Emmett's going to ask Edna to marry him tonight.
But that's not how it happened. She didn't get me to propose until much later, that night at the lake.
Something I said must have caused him to move up the timetable.
Great Scott! This time travel business is trickier than I imagined.
That's what your younger self said. So I aged up your anti-stain formula in the DeLorean, so it's ready to shred some clothes.
Why would you do a thing like that? Never mind, don't tell me. It's best that I don't know how you're altering my history.
I think I'm starting to get a plan.
Good. Tell me. No, no. After all, it's my history we're talking about. If I learn how you're planning on altering it, my resolve may weaken.
Was Edna right when she said you had a virtuous brain?
I do indeed. No criminal tendencies whatsoever. Solid citizen, through and through. That's how I was able to go so far in politics.
Yeah, I'm starting to miss Kid Tannen. You know how that mental alignment meter of yours pegged you as a model citizen? Well, wait till you...
Stop. You're going to tell me about one of your schemes to make Edna break up with me, aren't you?
Yeah, see, Edna thinks...
I don't want to hear it. I know it's in the service of a good cause, but I still can't bear to know the details of my younger self's impending heartache.
Edna doesn't seem to care much for Trixie Trotter.
She never could get past the fact that Trixie had been Kid Tannen's Moll.
I suggested a little scheme to Trixie, but I don't know if she's going to go along with it.
Pursue whatever strategies you like, but please don't tell me the details.
Good news. I think Trixie's going to go along with my scheme. Emmett?
Thanks again for your assistance, Detective Parker.
Detective? What the hell is Kid doing here?
Nothing criminal, I assure you. I was just getting a mind map of Mr. Tannen for our exhibition at the Expo. The authorities wouldn't allow Edna and I to stage a demonstration of the mental alignment meter with a violent felon, but this little baby is just as good. Okay, let's see now, what's next? Check the stew, sort the maps. Ooh, I almost forgot that.
Edna really is cracking the whip, isn't she?
Well, yes, but she's got my best interests at heart. Without her, I can get so distracted. Did she send you down here to check up on me?
Yeah, she wanted to come herself, but...
She's busy too, I know. Well, you're a poor substitute for Edna's lovely features, but make yourself at home.
Thanks.
No thanks are necessary. Without you, I'd never be where I am now, in love with the woman of my dreams, and a mere 6 hours from my first public triumph as a scientist. Wait a minute. 6 hours? Jumping Jehoshaphat, I'm running out of time!
What? I'm not sure I like where this is going.
I was saving this for next Valentine's Day, but why should I? I know what I want.
Please let it be something about lightning.
Life can be short, sometimes brutally so. So why not seize the day and grab your happiness while you can? I was just thinking about the future. All that talk about Edna's grandfather made me realize something.
Emmett, no.
I'm gonna ask Edna to marry me. Right now.
No.
Oh, right. I'll wait until tonight at the Expo. It'll be much more romantic that way. Just think. By this time tomorrow, Edna and I will be engaged and will be the toast of the scientific community. And I owe it all to you.
You're welcome. Hey, Emmett, I'm back.
Oh, she is. But she's generously scheduled brief canoodling breaks every 45 minutes to keep my mind fresh.
Oh, my.
You know, I thought you were coming down here to keep Emmett focused on his invention.
Time's up, dear. Let's get back to work.
Shall we? But of course.
I'll lead.
I'd better not return it yet. I might need it to clean something. Really dirty? I can do that.
Well, some of the ingredients grow on trees, but the rest are synthesized polycarbon detergent blends. Not until it's really dirty. This cleanser doesn't grow on trees, you know.
Are you gonna spray your jacket? It's looking a little dusty.
That's strange. I haven't been out there for hours. Oh well.
Out by the trash?
There it is. I've been looking all over for my portable anti-stick, anti-stain formula. Where'd you find it?
What the hell is that? Sorry, I thought I saw a tarantula.
What?
Hey, Emmett, I've got a... Whoa! Whoops.
What the heck? Wrong.
What?
When Edna gave me this suit, I realized that the probability of me keeping it clean was infinitesimally remote, so I spent a few hours whipping up this. A chemical compound capable of wiping the grime off any surface.
Emmett, you'll make a fortune.
Not anytime soon, I'm afraid. The cleanser is extremely unstable. After about 12 hours, its component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-shredding enzymes, making them unsuitable for commercial use. But for now, it's keeping my suit clean, and it's a good thing, too.
Sure. What's this?
That's a can of used motor oil, rocket fuel waste, and assorted chemical sludge left over from my abandoned rocket car.
Gross.
Accounting doesn't enter into it, but it is disgusting. Would you mind disposing of it on your way out?
The mind of a degenerate criminal.
That's Kid Tannen's mind map, as captured by our mind map helmet.
You could tell he's a criminal just by looking at this? Weird.
Weird nothing. It's science. No, but when it's fed into the mental alignment meter...
How goes the bacteria farm?
Not so hot. The bacteria have kind of gotten out of control. Had to put a clamp on the nitrogen tube to keep the stench from flooding the lab.
Hey there, you stinky little bacteria. So this machine takes those little cards and tells you whether or not someone's a good guy or bad guy?
Kind of. Actually, the helmet does all the work. The mental alignment meter is just a glorified arcade machine.
So why not just go with the cards?
And it says that people respond well to flashing lights and snap judgments. I can't argue with that. Every time I kiss her, I see flashing lights and lose all sense of judgment.
No kidding. This thing reads Emmett's mind maps.
During a mental alignment test, it takes messages from the mind map helmet and turns them into punch cards, like the one for Mr. Tannen over there.
What's this typewriter do again? Seems complicated.
Actually, it was all rather easy to put together, once Edna gave me the idea. What? Sorry, I've got to get back to work.
Sounds to me like you should be working on harder problems then. According to Emmett, this thing prints out mind maps.
Not really. It's actually little more than a simple Wheatstone bridge, measuring galvanic skin responses to various sensory stimuli. So far.
So when it's turned on, that helmet can really read your mind, and it really works?
Precisely. The theory is that good citizens will have positive reactions to positive figures, while bad citizens will have positive reactions to negative figures, and so on.
Like those pictures you showed me? Emmett's helmet can tell how someone's reacting to the pictures he projects on the wall. I wonder if it would react to something other than pictures. Tannen's mind map. If Emmett's map looked like this, I bet Edna wouldn't think he's such a model citizen.
The mind map cards from the dozens of subjects I've tested during the last few weeks. I've got to get them sorted before the expo begins.
What's this? Not really.
Edna's got this grand scheme to catalog all of Hill Valley citizens by their mental alignment. Isn't that cute?
Why? Mind if I...
Go ahead. That'd be Mr. Needleman's card. I'll just put this in the stack with the other hooligans.
Looks like you got a lot of hooligans.
About 90% of Hill Valley thus far. It's a little disturbing.
If I'm gonna take Emmett's mind map, I better replace it with another one.
Well, I don't even know why I keep that bacteria tank around. Every time the clamp falls off the nitrogen tube, it takes a couple of minutes before I can get the stench out of the air. Whew.
Yeah.
Ugh. Did the clamp fall off again? Put it back on.
Phew. Guess it's already stinky enough in here. Stink plus more stink just equals stink. Ew.
Ew.
Ew. Ew.
No, don't turn it off. This is my favorite part. Don't touch that. That's the stuff. Edna doesn't approve of that sort of music, but I find it very soothing.
I Don't Care by Trixie Trotter? Why? Ow!
Sends out an electric shock. I'd be careful of that if I were you. Whoa! The rocket fuel experiment must have stripped one of the teeth in the hand crank. As a consequence, if you turn it for more than 10 seconds, it...
I guess it needs time to get boiling again. Still not boiling yet.
That smells much better. Careful. Don't let all the flavor escape. That smells good. Isn't that just about the best thing you've ever smelled in your life? Rabbit stew. The trick is to add the cumin an hour after the carrots. Take a whiff.
It's, powerful, yeah. Hey, Emmett, what's cooking?
That's an old Brown family recipe for Hassenpfeffer.
Hassenpfeffer?
I've got it on a slow boil for later.
Hey, could we watch Frankenstein on this?
Sorry, Harry, but I need this projector to trigger positive and negative visual stimuli for my mental alignment tests. Besides, a movie like Frankenstein should really be watched on a big screen, don't you think? Sorry, Sonny, but I need this projector to trigger positive and negative visual stimuli for my mental alignment tests. Besides, a movie like Frankenstein should really be watched on a big screen, don't you think? Sorry, Michael, but I need this projector to trigger positive and negative visual stimuli for my mental alignment tests. Besides, a movie like Frankenstein should really be watched on a big screen, don't you think?
Emmett uses that projector to trigger positive and negative reactions to visual stimulations. I wonder if non-visual stimulations will work too. What's this?
It's the placard we'll be putting in front of our booth at the expo.
The scientist that caught Kid Tannen?
A small exaggeration, but Edna says it'll attract investors. What do you think of the picture?
Swapping out Emmett's mind map with a crappier one is a great idea, but I should probably scan it with a mental alignment meter first. I probably shouldn't bother swapping out Emmett's mind map until the new one is as bad as Kid Tannen's. What? She might kill you anyway when she gets a look at that mind map.
I almost left behind my mind map card. We're going to show it off at the expo as a rare example of a model citizen. Edna kill me if I forgot that. Hey!
Okay, Emmett. Get ready to meet the new you. This isn't any good. I want to convince Edna that Emmett isn't a model citizen. That's a little better, but if I want Edna to break up with Emmett, I'll have to do a lot worse. If I want Edna to break up with Emmett, I'll have to make his map more like Kid Tannen's. That's not a great reading, but if I really want to get Emmett in trouble, I better aim for the bottom. Okay, that's pretty bad, but I'd better try to match Tannen's mind map. That's almost bad enough. I just need one more wrong answer to drive Emmett's mind map all the way down at Kid Tannen's level. Bingo! Now Emmett's mind map is as bad as Tannen's. Holes on Emmett's new mind map line up perfectly with Kid's. I hope that means what I think it does. The holes on these mind maps don't line up at all. I really don't want Emmett finding out that I'm recording bogus mind maps behind his back. I don't want to lose it in there. Hey, Emmett, I've got to go out for a while.
I thought Edna sent you to make sure I wasn't getting distracted.
Oh, you'll be fine. Emmett.
Harry, Michael, Sonny.
Don't worry. I'm sure it'll turn up soon. What?
I'm at my wit's end. My portable anti-stick, anti-stain formula's disappeared. There's no time.
Can't you make more?
Good. There's no way in God's green earth that I'm heading to that expo without it.
How's it going in here?
Great. I'm almost ready to go.
How's it hanging, Emmett?
No time for small talk. I've got machines to tune and mind maps to sort. And I'm busy. Make yourself at home, though.
I'm back. Want another?
Not right now. I need some time to recover from the last one. Oh. Sure.
Want an algae cake?